I was really influenced growing up by Captain Planet and the Planeteers. I watched every episode, was mildly obsessed.
I sat there and I was like, yeah, the power is yours. And I felt like I was a part of the group.
Yeah, I still remember getting up early just to like sit in front of the TV and watch Captain Planet in the morning.
I was a really outdoorsy kind of kid already, but when Saturday morning cartoons came on, I was always glued to the TV. But what was cool about Captain Planet is it really sort of supported what I was kind of already into.
I could take things that I learned on that show and actually apply them in my everyday life, but at the same time it was still very entertaining, which I think is incredibly important. I think that's why the show ultimately was successful.
Captain Planet himself, he's just such a good guy. Like, he's just, when he comes out, he's shiny and sparkly, and he's just, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to save you. I'm going to help you understand things.
Science and saving the planet was always something I was really interested in, and having fun was, as a kid, of course, was something I was interested in. So being able to blend that so well was just something I really, really enjoyed.
I think what Captain Planet really enforced in me is the fact that every person can make a difference.
What I remember most is that it completely changed my perspective on what, as a small child, you could do to change the world.
It helped me realize that I could make a difference.
It kind of let kids know that there was something they could do to make changes, that they could actually have an impact on the planet, and that they could do something about it.
I think some of the things that resonated with me were small things, like there's an episode where one of the Planeteers wants to get an ivory necklace for one of the other ones, and then they kind of bring up why that's bad and how that little piece can have like this larger impact.
Wheeler, you are about to find out what ivory really costs.
So it really made me think about all these tiny little pieces that look small really can impact, the globe.
It also, at the end, reinforced what you can do in your local area. So you got this complex combination of global thinking and local activity, and that's really what stuck the most for me.
It really talked about real issues that were actually going on off the television.
So it was essential to being more aware growing up.
I thought it was really progressive. I always thought the environment was important, that the world was sort of felt like it was in peril, a lot of pollution, and so I like the idea of people getting together using natural superpowers.
The interactions of the different characters, how they resolved conflicts despite their different personalities.
I loved how the show presented the fact that we have problems. We have serious problems in our environment, the way that we treat the animals, the environment, and the people on this planet, and that no one person is going to fix everything.
You got a sense of how big the world was, but the team itself didn't really encourage globalization. It was more like each person was a representative of their culture, and that working together we can cause change. And I think that encouraging diversity while at the same time encouraging cooperation, I think that's something that really stood out and still stands out from most of the content that's on TV today.
It made me stop thinking of myself as a small individual and more as one part of a whole.
You have all these different pools of ideas and worldviews to draw on, and they could be thinking of something in a way that I've never thought of before, and to receive that perspective it only enhances what we're trying to do to a level that may be the reason why it's successful.
That really stuck with me, was just, I wanted to be one of those kids, and I am. I'm a Planeteer, and I'm proud to be.